Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Kim and this is Simplicity Sim Life. So I just basically wanted to go over in this video, I'm going to get straight to the point, downloading mods, because in my experience of downloading mods, I did not really watch a lot of YouTube videos on like how to download mods if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I like watched a few and kind of jumped off after they told me how to do it, and especially when I realized it was pretty simple of a process, but there were a lot of things that came with it that I wish would have been addressed in the video that I watched, so that way I wouldn't have to kind of like keep searching and keep researching and keep going back to YouTube to figure out all the answers in Google. So basically, when you're downloading mods, there's a lot of things you want to keep in mind. And I wrote some of these things down so that way I wouldn't miss a beat with you guys. So first things first, let's kind of go to Finder. I'm using Mac. I have a MacBook, guys, just in case you guys didn't know. If you have a HP or whatever, it's pretty much the same concept. You just go to your file folder, and then you would go to Documents, you would go to Electronic Arts, then you click on Sims 4, and then it'll open up for you, okay? And when it opens up, there's this thing called Local Thumb Cache Package. That's something that I'm just going to let you guys know right now, right off the bat. Whenever you're removing mods from your folder or you're adding mods to your folder, you always want to delete this file. So you can literally, if you have Mac, you can just throw it in the trash. So you can like drag it and then just like throw it in the trash if you want, or you can just delete it, you know, whichever is easier for you. Okay, then you open up your mods, and when you open up your mods folder, when you don't have any mods, you're like brand new, the only thing that you're going to see is that resource CFG file. So you're not going to see all of this that I have in here because you didn't download any mods yet. Okay, so I wanted to disclose that. Make sure that you move that cache folder when you're deleting, removing, moving. It doesn't matter. Always delete it because you just don't want anything to go wrong with your game, and you want everything to work properly. Okay, so that's first things first. Number two, when you're downloading mods, typically people get a zip file. Okay, but there are, you know, sites like Basemental Drugs, for example, where they have like different ways you can download that aren't necessarily a zip file. So for example, this is an installer. This is a Windows installer. So you could choose to do it that way, or you can just use the zip file. So I'm going to do the zip file. So I believe this is Basemental Drugs. Basemental has a lot of different things, a lot of different mods. So that's why I try to like check. It says what's new in this version. It was updated August 3rd. So I'm just basically, my game's been acting a little weird anyway. So this is like a perfect example to give you guys, because I definitely need to just kind of re-update this because I have no idea what the situation is with my Basemental Drugs. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. And they also recommend you download the venue list as well, because the venue list is just like, think about it. If you were to get a mod, for example, and that mod is about like going to the beach, and on the beach you get to order like fish and sand castles and things like that, but you can only get it from this mod, right? Well, you can download the mod, but how do you expect to order the fish and the sandcastles if you don't have the venue list? So some modders, okay, they have these things that are added with their mod, and you have to download them. For example, like the Stacy mods. I know you guys probably heard about hers. Let me see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure I bookmarked it, but if I didn't, I could just search it as well. But for example, she has mods that sometimes require her yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up. They sometimes require her base mode. It's called base mode, like base mod, because without it, it's not going to work. So you just kind of want to make sure that with the mod that you're selecting, if it needs a base, you download the base first, things like that, because that's what helps it make, you know, that's what helps it works the way it should, pretty much. Also, a lot of modders have Patreon accounts. So if you want to support them and you want to get access to their updated content, and what I mean by updated content, for those that do not know, because if you're watching this video, 9 times out of 10, you do not know that mods have to be updated for every once in a while, okay? That could be because Origin already had its own update, or there's a new expansion pack and it's updating again, or whatever the case may be, so the modders have to create new updates. Well, for us people who are getting the free stuff, we have to wait a while for that. But for the people who are not getting the free stuff, and they are already supporting these wonderful mod makers, and it's like $2 a month or $4 a month, it really just depends on the modder, you get access to it first. So when they fix their mod, you're able to download it and update it. So it's pretty convenient. Even here, as you can see, Stacy was letting you guys know, you understand that you're supposed to delete the local thumb cache file out of my folder every time I add or remove mods. So that's also a confirmation from when we started this video, guys, of why I was saying you want to delete that. So when you download the mod, so we're gonna go ahead and bring this back to Basemental Drugs. If you guys don't know what Basemental Drugs is, and I think I covered this in one of my other videos, it's basically a mod that allows you to sell drugs. I mean, it's kind of in the name, guys, but it's pretty cool. They also have gangs and things like that you can download and stuff. That's what you want. Okay, so in my case, and this is what you guys would do if you're updating a mod as well, so I'm kind of giving you guys a 2-in-1 video right now. But for you people who do not have this mod yet, you would literally just open it up and move it into your mods folder. But in this case, I'm going to delete my Basemental Drugs mod and my venue list because of the fact that I am clearly about to put another one in. So let's go ahead and move this. It says Basemental Drugs July 13. I think I needed to update that anyway. Give me 1 second. Okay, so as I was saying, you want to just make sure that you delete the old Basemental Drugs that you might have on here because of the fact that it is old. So you want to get rid of it and download the other one. So I'm going to go ahead and move this. Sometimes it's a little tough to move because of my fingers with the mods. So let's try to do this one more time. I have CC in here and stuff. That's what I wanted to go over with you guys as well. Put that in the trash. So I basically removed the venue list and I removed the drugs mod. So basically all you do is you open a new folder. And then, so when you open the Finder window, you go to Document. So you open up a new window while this one's already open. And then you go straight to Downloads, sorry. You go to Downloads and you'll see the Basemental Drugs mod zip file, okay? So basically what you'll do is you'll click on it twice. For iMac and it'll open it up. Okay, now when you open up the Basemental mod, you want to look inside, make sure like the packages are right and everything. You don't want things to be too folder deep, and I'll get into that in a minute because it won't work properly for certain mods. Okay, but this seems to be fine. So what I'm gonna do, since I already have my mods open now, I'm going to just drag this Basemental Drugs into this folder. Oh wait, I'm so sorry guys, I did not open up the mods. I must have went backwards. Okay, now I'm into the mod. So make sure you're in your mods when you move it. And then you just want to drag this folder into your mods folder. So there it is. Okay, and then the venue list, you just download the venue list here. All right, and it's here now, and then you basically drag that into your mods folder. So that's what I'm gonna do. So venue list. Okay, cool. So now I have the venue list and I have the Basemental Drugs mod inside the folder. Okay, so all should be well with that. And it's just the same concept if you want to download more mods. Now, I typically would make a folder to organize everything. So like Basemental Drugs, I'd organize presets or like body presets, things like that. There's normally a lot of those, if I'm being honest with you. Like if you go to YouTube or if you go to Google or anything like that, you'll see that there's a lot of presets you can get, body presets that just basically make the game look more realistic or make a sim look more like you want them to look. And what I noticed with presets and sliders, which I didn't get a lot of insight on other videos as well, is that basically there's so many, so you'll like download 1, 2, 3, 4 and then you just end up being like, oh my gosh, this is gonna mess anything up. Reality, it won't. But the key is you want to organize it to a certain extent, because if you do not organize your folders, guys, with your presets and your sliders and things like that, if something's broken, you'll have a sim walking around with a broken leg. Like there's no leg on them, there's no hand on them, and you'll be literally trying to figure out like what's wrong, and you won't know because one of those mods or one of those presets or one of those sliders is messed up. So it's just key to just make folders and organize. Now when you make folders, guys, if stuff is too many folders deep, it will not work. I'm going to let you guys know right now. And I'm going to show you guys an example. For example, I had the Slice of Life pack, right? And you see how it has these folders inside? That's fine. Normally, mods will work just fine with like one, folders inside of them, that aren't going more folders deep. And what I mean by that is for example, you have this KS Slice of Life, which is the Stacy mod, and then you have Social Life, right? Well, Social Life, when you open that up, do you see another folder? No, you don't. Because I opened that up and I made sure that it was just these files that were in the folder, not another folder deep. So a lot of mods are not going to work 3 folders in. They're just not. Now 2 folders, that's pretty normal. They can handle that. But 3 folders, they're like, you're doing too much, okay? And there was times where I would have certain mods, like I have alcohol and things like that on here, and they wouldn't work on my game, and I'd be like, what the heck is the problem? And the problem is 2 folders deep, okay? And then another thing that I wanted to put out there, because this is something I didn't know until I did my own research as well, is that with T4 scripts, these basically mean that they're a script mod, so they're not like these mods are. They're a little different. Script mods sometimes require to be separate. They're still going to be in the mods folder, but they just basically need to be put outside of the mods folder, not the mods folder, the folder that is inside of the mods folder in order to work. Hopefully that makes sense. So basically, that's why you went into this Slice of Life folder with me, and you see some of these script mods are outside of their folder. It's because of the fact that they work better that way. So just keep that in mind, that script mods sometimes should not be in a folder because they work better when they're not, okay, unless they need what's in the folder. So hopefully that is not too confusing, guys. You can replay this video if you need to, or like slow it down or whatever, because I know I'm talking kind of fast, but I just want to make sure that I cover everything to help you guys if you need it, okay? So basically, when you're downloading custom content and stuff like that, you can get that from different sites. Just be careful, you know, and just really make sure that these modders are updating their content and things like that. But as you guys can see, I do use some presets and sliders. I haven't used them as much anymore, especially some of the clothing that I have on here and stuff like that, and some of the hair, because I just went through a lot of issues with certain modders and, you know, their presets and stuff like that. And I just wanted to enjoy my gameplay and have my Sims look normal, not weird. So, you know, just tread lightly when you guys are getting presets and things like that. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I'm not like this perfect gamer, so I can't promise you that I'm gonna know the answer to everything, but I'm gonna do the best I can to get the answer for you if I cannot figure it out myself. And if this was helpful, please let me know in the comment section below, and like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this, and I hope that this helps. Okay, so you guys have a good one, and I will talk to you soon.